Good morning and welcome to post-COVID day number, I have no idea. My concerns today deal with the restructuring and the reestablishment of our finances, which every business, no matter what it is, my bottle guy down on Congress Street to, can't think of their name, the one that just took 50 billion. Boeing. Oh God, COVID and Boeing. All right, but we're all connected in one particular way, and that's by the means of finance. We all require cash flow. We all need money to run our businesses. No business is different except with the number of zeros on it. And the United States government's got the most zeros than anybody I know. Now, I don't know how to solve the totality of this, but what I do know how to do is to manage the receivables that are in front of me. People who hire us need us to collect bad debt. But a much more important function during this next period, which I don't know how long that next period is going to be, a year, 2 years, a decade. We must manage the credit that we are now giving to people in order to reestablish ourselves. It's kind of like the way I like to use the analogy. It's a boiler in your house, and you let it go cold. It's off. Now, in order to get it started, you got to stoke up the stove, you got to get a good fire going, you got to get the temperature in the boiler up before you can turn the heat on to let it go through the house. That is exactly what we have right now. We have allowed the boiler to go off. And I don't think there was any other way around it. This virus is the hidden enemy, and it's a mutual enemy. 8 billion people have an enemy now called coronavirus. And every business, every household, everyone requiring cash is dependent on the financial system which supports the world economy. Credit. We must give it. We must extend credit to everyone. I know you don't want to hear that, but the only way to get that boiler going is to get the fire up as quickly as possible. And the way to do that is make sales happen. You make sales happen by making it easy for your customer to buy your product. You extend credit. You give them terms. And this one is the one that we're going to have to begin to work on. This can't be the wimpy. You have got to establish clear and precise terms so that you can manage the credit that you're extending to people so that it begins to come back. What you want is to create what Sears did 1,000,000 years ago, which was the credit card you never pay off. Everybody went to Sears. It was easy to get credit. You paid them $1 a year, and life went on, and this is what I believe we must do next. I am Paul Miller, and I am United Obligations.